it is now very obvious why Shegumi said that Nigerian government can never defeat Boko Haram terrorists. Yes, he said it, and I'm going to show you that short clip where he said it. But before then, let me read out this news from People's Gazette and the Sahara Reporters. I am leaving this news here. You can see the news, but let me read it out to my audience. Tinubu's government secretly paid billions of naira ransom to Boko Haram to secure release of Niger State pupil. That is from the Sahara Reporters. But let me read from People's Gazette. Tinubu's government paid 10 billion to Boko Haram to free adopted school children, teachers. Agence France Presse. That was the person that seems to have said that word, that exposed all those things. My question is this. A government that pays billions of naira to kidnappers, to terrorists, what does that government prove to the world? Isn't that an obvious proof that the government cannot fight insecurity? Isn't that an evidence that this government cannot fight terrorism? Paying 10 billion to free some certain kidnapped school girls and teachers, isn't that another way of funding, empowering these terrorists? Let me first show you this Shegumi video before we talk more.
Nigeria can never displace the Fulanis. Either we sit down and iron things out peacefully, or we suffer, then we come and do that what we are supposed to do. Let's sit down and iron out things. Power is shared according to your size, not according to your power, capability, or resources you control.
This has proven beyond reasonable doubt that the Nigerian federal government cannot fight terrorism in Nigeria. But the sad part is that they are empowering them. They are funding them. I have said this in several of my previous videos, that Nigeria federal government and even some of the state government are the ones funding terrorism in Nigeria. They are the highest beneficiary of insecurity in the country. They make a lot of money from it. For a government to be paying 10 billion to terrorists to free and adoptees, what does that mean? Isn't that an obvious evidence that the government cannot fight them? Isn't that a complete surrender to these terrorists, that we cannot fight you? The only way we can go about all of these things is to agree to your term and do your bidding. Imagine a government paying 10 billion to terrorist groups. To do what exactly, if not to buy more ammunition, more weapons, which they will use in killing more Nigerians and kidnapping more people in Nigeria? Isn't this an evidence? Just imagine, 10 billion to terrorists. There is no better way to empower criminals. There is no better way to empower terrorists. This is the best way. You are funding them. This is a shame. And I've even paid 10 billion naira to terrorists to free adoptees. Do you now expect these guys to stop? Do you now suddenly expect them to stop this kind of business that is bringing such huge amounts to them? Do you also expect these terrorists to be scared of the government? Do they have reasons to be scared of the government that cannot fight them, but instead the government is paying them ransom? And the government will be denying this publicly, but secretly they are paying ransoms to free adoptees. This is a country people still believe have a government. Nigeria do not have a government. Oh, any terrorist that you are paying to free an adoptee can never be scared of such government. These terrorists have no reason to be scared of this government, because the same government that is pretending to be fighting terrorism is the same government empowering them, is the same government funding them. This is a shame. Nigerians, you have the news up there. 10 billion paid to free some adoptees in Niger State, some pupils and teachers in Niger State by your federal government. And they are telling you that they are fighting terrorism. You see the country? We are all in this. And to those of you supporting this government, if this country is good, if this country gets better, it will be better for all of us. And if things get worse than what it is now in this country, we will all become the potential victim of whatever that comes next. Continue. I said to bring this to the notice of my audience. Thank you.